Hello teacher, this is my last video of my PIP, and in this case I am going to talk about the heresy and criticism of the medieval church. So in the late Middle Ages, the church was one of the most powerful institutions in Europe, and in Britain it influenced almost every part of life. But in these chapters, uh, I can see that this power also created a little bit tension. So the book doesn't explain them in detail, and my purpose is explain this case. So during the 14th century, ordinary people were suffering from war, poverty, and the Black Death. Yes, at the same time, the church was extremely rich, and many priests and bishops lived very comfortable. So these contrasts made people question whether the church was really following Christian values. And some groups and individuals and Christians began to be called heretics because they criticized the church wealth, so its political power or its teachings. Yes, and they wanted a simple religion, closer to the Bible and closer to the people, to the Christians, to the creences. So, for example, although the book only briefly mentions it, and we know that thinkers like John Wycliffe in England started to translate the Bible into English, and so that ordinary people could read it for themselves, and instead of only listening to the priest. So the authorities reacted strongly. So the official church condemned these ideas as dangerous, and many heretics were punished. So, but the fact that such movements appeared shows that people were beginning to think differently about religion, society, and power. So, I have the time now, or a little conclusion. In conclusion, in the late Middle Ages, there was not only war, plague, and political crisis, obviously, but also a religious crisis. So, heresy and criticism of the church revealed that people were searching for change, and this was a first step towards the religious transformations that would come later in the Reformation.